This week's tip is make friends on tour. Hi, I'm Josh from 21 Pilots. This week's tip is to respect personal space. Hey, Brendan?
Yeah.
You want to shoot another video?
No.
In the country of England, in a record store in a city called Kingston. So I'm on the kind of a different part of the world from where I grew up, and there's a record store maybe a mile from my house that I would skateboard to and when I was 13, and find the most tattooed guy in there that I could find and have him recommend me albums, whatever he was listening to at the time. And so now it's cool to be in here looking at some of these same records that I listened to growing up. This Rancid album, one of the first kind of records that I listened to that was such a mixture of music between kind of punk and hip hop and different genres kind of crossing that I'd never heard before. I always wanted my music that I listened to be really diverse, so that when I play, hopefully it'd be diverse. But starting out, for some reason I was really attracted to the fastest punk rock that I could find. One of the first albums that I was introduced to was NoFX, which is kind of as far as what I listened to as punk as you could get. And then that would range to like pop punk music. So this album I listened to all the time when it came out, Sum 41. And then there was Metallica that I would play along with. And then this is a band that I got into a little bit later as well. This was kind of in the transitional phase for me in my listening phase. That kind of slowed it down a little bit and got me listening to kind of slower alternative rock rather than just punk beats all the time. So I've always, ever since I was a kid, wanted to take all different genres of music and kind of put them in a blender, sort of, and then pour it into a cup, and that's kind of what it is that I envisioned, what I wanted to be a part of. And so I think even listening to some bands that started to take different genres and mash them up, and then mash those bands up, is kind of what I envisioned doing. So those are some bands that have helped me get to where I'm at now, I guess, and I'll always appreciate these records. Hey, what's up? I'm Josh from 21 Pilots. We're at the AMP Festival 2016. This is my first AMP ever, and we just did a signing with Trey Cool for the SJC booth. And now I'm probably just going to play drums or something. So, it's cool.
Just all drum shells.
Look at that, look at Josh.
Yeah. This is gonna be awesome! The rest of the tour is gonna be so jealous. Look at how cool the clear badges are.
Behind me is a really cool kit. This one's a special build we built for Josh Dunn at 21 Pilots. Made this a couple years ago in 2016. This drum kit features Babinga shells and hand-painted skulls and alien faces, the 21 Pilots logo. Louis literally had to mask and peel all of these faces, and very, very labor intensive, but beautiful kit. Josh loved it. So proud to have this kit in our showroom. This kit literally traveled the world with Josh and 21 Pilots, and it's the actual kit that Josh played. He's got a side snare, the mahogany main snare. Really, really cool kit. And then here we are displaying the Josh Dunn crowd snare with the red badge, and that will be changing soon. So if you were lucky enough to get one of these black and red crowd snares, that's going to be a collector's item someday, so congrats. And yeah, thanks so much, Josh, for letting us display all this amazing stuff.
Hey, what's up? This is Josh from 21 Pilots. Sitting here with my new drum kit from SJC. It's a kit that we collaborated on, and I'm going to be using it for this summer tour. I'm very excited, and hope to see you there.
I think it's awesome.
You like it? And then pops.
I love that.
Cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I think this... Oh, time. This is the first snare drum of my signature kit, my signature snares that's been made. So this is really cool. So I'm just gonna write my name on the inside, so it stays there forever. And I'm pumped on this. This looks really cool. I'm gonna do under the badge, because I know that's what you want. Or can I do it? That's probably gonna
Yeah.
That's sweet.
What's up, you guys? It's Friday. Busy here at the SJC shop. Let's show you what's going on. Getting ready to go to Nashville, like I said, in a couple days. We got a new intern that just started.
Oh yeah,
Josh.
I was actually, I'm working now. I'm working in the shipping department, so I'm shipping out some practice pads.
Yeah, those look cool.
Yeah. They gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, keep it up, man. You're doing good. How do you like your first day?
It's a lot of hard work, but it's been a great day so far.
Yeah, and you're interning for a school or something, right? Like some tech school?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my credits so I can graduate. But soon these will be out on the UPS truck, and I will have great experience under my belt.
There you go, man. Well, enjoy your day. Keep up the work. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you.
All right, man. See ya.
Thanks.
All right. So we'll keep going. We got Matt. What's up, Matt?
What's up?
Yeah, make sure he doesn't mess anything up, all right? All right, so we're packing all these Josh Dunn practice pads today, and the ones going out next week, the ones that ship Monday, so through the weekend, Josh is signing them. So if you order one this weekend, you may have a chance of getting one of the stacks here that Josh is gonna sign. So go on our website, check them out.
I hope you win. I hope I win.
We come in Monday and there's just 15 orders from Josh Dunn.
Yeah, I'm gonna order a bunch. Hello, I'm Josh from 21 Pilots. Just want to say thanks for getting my practice pad. I love this thing. I take it everywhere I go, including Starbucks, and it's a great way to practice drums. I always want to get better, especially when you don't have a drum set around you at all times. So thanks for getting this. Hope to see you sometime. Bring yours, I'll bring mine, and we'll play drums together. Hi, my name's Josh Dunn from the band 21 Pilots. I've been working with a company called SJC Drums for probably 4 years now. Ever since the beginning, it's just been a real relationship that has a lot to do with the love of music and the love of drums. And it's a real back and forth and conversation, even hanging out. Mike and his team from SJC are always kind of trying to figure out what to do next and what's cool and what will work for an artist. So we collaborated on a couple of different things, and one of them is this crowd snare. This is a snare drum that can go on the drum island, be hit on top of people. So I'm really excited about this, and it's a 1mm steel shell, which is a lot of times I use wooden shells, but I like metal shells too. They've got like usually a different sounding, distinct ring to them. This looks cool. Hi, my name's Josh Dunn from 21 Pilots, and this is my Zildjian signature stick. When I was learning how to play drums as a teenager, I used to walk over to the music store. At the time, I never really thought about drumsticks. The sticks were the last thing I really thought about. I was just handed a pair of demo sticks from the guy behind the counter. In my mind, there was only one kind of stick. It was just a piece of wood that you hit drums with. I didn't know there was a lot more detail than that. I began to test and try different things and landed on some things that I really liked. About a year ago, Zildjian came to me and asked if I wanted to do a custom stick. And that was crazy to me. I've never imagined having my own signature drumstick, or even one that was even just customized for me. We decided to do a stain stick. When I got that back, I realized that it got red all over my drums, all over my cymbals. So we change it to a paint with a natural tip. So I actually don't get red on the drums or the cymbals because the paint doesn't come off onto the cymbals. The stick itself is modeled kind of after the Super 5A, so it's a little bit longer than a 5A stick, and it's just slightly thicker, but it's not quite a 5B. And the other difference is it's more of an oval tip rather than the acorn tip, which I just like how that feels on the drum. And it's also tapered a little bit less, so it's kind of just maintains the same shape all the way till kind of the very end. And it has just a great weight to it, and it just feels really good to swing around. So it's not too heavy. Really produces just a really nice sound when it hits the drum. Not to mention, I think I've broken 2 sticks in the past probably 7 or 8 months that I've gotten these sticks. So to me, they're very durable and feel the way that I really want them to feel when I'm playing a show or when I'm warming up or when I'm just playing at my house. And it's probably the coolest thing that has ever happened to me.
So I'm taking my time. I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride.
When I was 12, maybe turning 13, is when I kind of started really getting into drums. And what I did is I would kind of just walk to my local, I would walk to the used record store and have somebody pick out a CD for me every week. And then I put it in my Walkman, those old things. And then I'd walk across the street to the used music store where I'd play their electronic drums. And I put my Walkman headphones on, and then I put the electronic drum headphones on top of that, and then try and mix the volume so that I could hear what's going on. And I remember kind of trying to figure out what the drummer was doing. I figured out what a hi-hat was, where the crashes were, and what a ride was. And that was kind of the biggest part to me, is trying to figure out what the guy's hitting at any given time. And so after about a year of doing that, going to the music store, my parents, they finally let me get my own drums and have them in the house. But the only thing is that I had to pay for them. So I started working with Zildjian maybe not even quite a year ago. But I remember thinking when the person hit me up to work with Zildjian, I was kind of just like, this is awesome, because this is a company that makes cymbals that I would rather pay for than have an endorsement with somebody else, honestly. And that was kind of my mindset in the beginning too, even before starting to work with Cymbals.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days.
Left, I have hi-hats. They're just A custom hi-hats, 14-inch. Right above that is my 19-inch A custom crash. And then on this side is the 20-inch A custom crash. And then I have a 22-inch A custom ping ride. And I don't know how I ended on the ping ride. I think I was just testing different ride cymbals, and that one kind of was a really good mixture of a nice wash when I'm really kind of playing like a chorus of a song. And then the most recent one that I've added is a 18-inch EFX cymbal, which is becoming a lot more popular. When I got into playing music, I think it was at a time in my life where I was feeling just a little bit internally aggressive, I think. When I would go and play the drums and learn how to play drums, it was kind of I guess a way of me expressing myself, even if that was at the time just to myself. And I think the same thing can be said about music, and I think creating music is such an extension of yourself and your personality, and then even deeper with that, I think the gear that you play. I've always been really into gear and instruments, and I think that the gear that you play can express your personality as well. I've always been really drawn to the A Custom series cymbals, I think just because of the look and also the sound. I always really enjoy kind of a warm and bright sound. After playing the S series, I feel like there's a little more body to the cymbal, which there's been times that I'll be in venues and a sound guy or even Tyler in my band who's on stage with me is just like, these are piercing my ears and it's too loud or too bright and too high end. And then there's, times where, it should be the opposite or, whatever. And so after playing these, I feel like it's a good balance between a dark cymbal and a really light cymbal. Hello, my name's Josh Dunn. I play drums in the band called 21 Pilots. When I first started using Roland products was
actually right when I learned how to play the drums. I used to walk to the local music store and sit down at the electronic drums that were always Roland. And I remember I would always have my headphones on and I plugged it into the Roland brain, and I didn't want anyone to hear what I was doing because I was embarrassed and I had no clue what I was doing. And I remember the first time that I learned how to get my limbs to do something different, I was so excited I took the headphones out and plugged them into the speaker so that everybody, I didn't care who heard it at that point. From then, I think I've always loved the amount of control that Roland allows you to use, and I think that I've always loved the implementation of electronics within music, and have always been very intrigued and inspired by different electronic sounds or even just pieces of equipment that involve electronics. So from there, I started using the SPDSX pad live while I played drums on my acoustic kit, so that when there were electronic drum parts happening, I could still play it and not just let it come out of some sort of track. I thought that was really cool, and still having total control. From there, I started implementing a foot pedal when we started using tracks as well, so that I can start the tracks with that pedal, still having full control. The pedal goes through the SPDSX and then to my computer that runs Ableton Live and starts all the tracks. Because there's just two of us in the band and I'm the one that kind of runs the tracks and chooses when the song starts or stops, essentially, there are times where I'll start it too early, or we'll want to skip a song. And because of how this foot pedal and the SPDSX works so well with Ableton and the control inside of that program, I'm able to assign pads on the SPDSX to stop, go back, go forward. I can skip songs, I can go back songs, and I can start songs, all from just hitting pads with my stick. So I don't even need a laptop next to me anymore. I can have the laptops off stage and mirror what I'm doing on the laptop with an iPad. That way there's no issues with cables unplugging or bass frequencies messing with the laptops. I can truly have full control over all the sounds just by hitting a couple of rubber pads. It's pretty incredible. Could write a book on how everything runs and how the process has grown over the years, but for now, that's the simple version of how it works. Fast forward to 2016, the beginning of our Emotional Roadshow tour, and we decided that we wanted to have a B stage, which is basically just a smaller version of our stage, but in the middle of the crowd, with a piano and drum set on it. And the problem that we ran into with the drums is that because there's a slapback with the speakers and the initial hit of the drum, it sounds really off. And so anybody standing close to the drums hears the drum and then hears the speaker come from it later, because of how arenas are set up. The solution to that was to put silent heads on the drums and get the Roland triggers and put those on the B stage kit that run into a Roland brain, also using Roland cymbal pads. So now when you hit the drums, you can barely hear anything, but our front of house guy gets all the samples and can then send them through the speakers. So when I hit the snare, you can't hear it when you're standing 10 feet away from me, but that sound that I'm hitting comes out of the PA system. Once again, allowing me to just have full control in what it is that I want to do as a drummer. It's amazing. I think without technology and without these electronic outlets, we wouldn't be as far as we are now musically, and Roland has just has been a game changer in the whole thing. Hello, my name's Josh from 21 Pilots, and I just want to let you know that you can get any of this gear at this location or the website below. And you should show me by taking a photo and tagging SJC Drums or me. Hello, my name's Josh from the band 21 Pilots. This snare is called the Trench Snare, and it's got the camo print on it, which I love. I think it's very beautiful, very pretty, but also cool. So you can buy one, like I did, at sjcdrums.com or
an authorized dealer. Hello, my name's Josh from 21 Pilots. This is what we call the crowd snare. So I like to play it on top of people. You can play it on top of really whatever you want. We designed this during the Blurry Face tour, and still using it, still rocking it. So you can get one of these yourself at sjcdrums.com.
Hello, I'm Josh from 21 Pilots, and this is the new crowd snare, which is my favorite because I play it on the crowd, and it's one of my favorite parts of the set. So this is a 6.5 by 14 steel shell with flat black hardware, and it's got the new color logo on there, which is sweet. So you can get this at sjcdrums.com, which is where I got mine, or an authorized dealer. My name is Josh from 21 Pilots, and I want to talk about these practice pads, some new designs that are going to be coming out very shortly. When I started playing drums, before I even had a drum set, I actually just took a pair of sticks and played on my knees. And then I realized that you can get practice pads. Every show, before the show, I get together with a friend out here on our crew, and we go over different exercises on the practice pads and get prepared for the show. And I couldn't imagine not doing it now. So it's becoming a really important part of my routine in the day. And it's cool that they're customized for the tour and for our band. So these will be available. They're made by SJC, and I hope that you like them. Hello, my name's Josh Dunn. I play in the band 21 Pilots, and this is the new signature drum throne.
Said that last week. I want to work here.
Yeah, I
remember you said
it is, but I mean, it's inspiring. I think, kind of, especially with this new place. Everything's like laid out in a way that like makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, you can see everything too, where it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah. And we're still not, I say they're not still 100%, like there's things that they want to do to make it work a little bit better. They moved in here very fast.
Yeah.
And it was just like, get it up and running now.
Yeah.
Like, so they haven't really had time to like walk.
Dude,
Oh my God, literally
Car,
multiple miles a day. Like
Really?
the old shop, it was like, yeah, I walk like 2,000 miles today. Like here, it's like 22,000 miles every day, or 22,000 steps.
Yeah. Miles.
Miles. Yeah, I walk
Yeah.
about 2,000 miles a day. You know?
Forrest Gump.
Well, you had.
Hi. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Good.
Hey, how's it going?
Peter,
Great to meet you. Nice hoodie. That's great. Hey, man. How are you? Hey, man. What's your name?
Casper.
Casper. Cool, man. Nice to meet you. What are you picking up today?
He's designing a kit off of your song, Pet Cheetah.
Oh, nice. Dude, that's cool. That's gonna be awesome.
Tries to play all your songs.
Really?
Whenever we do showcases, he did the red makeup.
That's
He
cool.
did your outfits, shirts, no shirt, and masks, whatever we can get.
It's the most
hands on.
comfortable way to do it, in my opinion.
Without the shirt,
I just sweat too much,
right?
so.
Hello, my name's Josh from 21 Pilots. Right now we're in Cologne, Germany, and we're in the middle of our European tour, the Bandido tour. I wanted to just talk about some of the stuff that I use on stage. When I was younger, I looked up videos of what everybody else was using, so I'll talk about what I'm using. Right now I'm sitting on a drum riser that has clear acrylic floors, and there's lights underneath. So all the drums have to be Velcroed down. There's pieces of Velcro, and then the opposite piece of Velcro on the foot of it, because otherwise these things would like fly around everywhere. This riser also moves up and down, and I have fallen off of it while it's in the air, so you gotta be kind of careful. The drums I use are made by a company called SJC Custom Drums. I love them. I've been using SJC for years. This one was, we kind of custom built. We thought about this thing and designed it from scratch. I've had a lot of the same sort of sizes and shells that I like for a really long time, but the design was something that we kind of came up with based off of our album called Trench. So we call this the Trench drum kit. These drums are made out of acrylic, which is kind of like a hard plastic, and which technically is kind of a see-through material. So this design, which is the camo design, was printed onto the acrylic. So technically, if you were to like shine a light through it, then you could see the light from the other side, which is cool. But ultimately, I love the sound of acrylic drums. I've found live, at least. So the kick drum is a 22 by 20 kick drum. The rack tom is a 12 by 8. Floor tom's a 16 by 14. And this kind of popcorn snare thing that I've been using for a while is a 10 by 5. And a couple new additions to this kit for this tour. We call this the ballad snare. So my normal snare drum, I like to have tuned pretty high, kind of like medium to high tuning, but some songs just sound really cool with like a really low tuning. It's just like a deeper and kind of drier sound. So we added this ballad snare, and this one's got just a lower pitch, and I use that in a number of songs throughout the set. And then the other addition would be, this is called the UFO drum, and I guess I like to call it that because it looks like a UFO. But this is a 18 by 4 dimension, and we just put a kick drum head on here. And so when you hit it, there's a kick drum mic underneath, and it's supposed to kind of just sound like an acoustic 808 or something. It's just like a really rad sound that kind of adds some cool texture, and you can use it for cool effects. So these two drums are new for this tour. I've really liked using those a lot. Also new this tour, I've started using SJC hardware, which is a new thing called Foundation hardware, and I love it. I think that it's super durable. It does exactly what I need it to do, and it looks great. I sort of wanted this stuff like kind of aged and sort of distorted looking, so they sent it to me with kind of this tape and this paint on there, which I think is super cool. I think those guys are awesome. Very talented at what they do and very creative and also collaborative. I've just called them with a bunch of ideas that I've had, and they're always like, cool, we'll do it. My snare drum is a SJC mahogany wood snare drum. It's a 14 by 6, and it's just a flat black. When in doubt, I just go flat black on stuff. I've actually been using a mahogany snare since the Blurry Face tour. Just loved how that snare drum sounds. I like mixing things up, but then sometimes when I find something I really like, then I just stick with it for a while. So, so now at this point, I think that I've found a lot of things that I really like. It's just a matter of sort of changing a design or changing a small element here and there. And every once in a while I'll add something new or change something, but I've got something that I really like, so I'll stick with that for a little while. Sometimes I get done with a show and I go in my dressing room and turn the lights off and listen to music, lay on the floor. And I think about how crazy it is that I get to play the drums. I get to travel the world and not only that, but I get to play on the gear that I've always dreamed of playing. Since I was young, all I thought about was gear and how I could improve that and make it better or cooler or sound better. And right now I'm at a place where it's the coolest that it's ever been. So thanks for checking out this video, and hopefully it made sense to you, and see you at a show. Hey, what's up? I'm Josh from 21 Pilots, and I wanted to talk to you about drums, because I love drums. I play the drums. I'm in a band, and that's pretty cool. I work with a company called SJC Drums. We've worked together for a really long time, and we have a really cool partnership, and anytime I want something a very specific way, they're the ones to do it. So what's happened is SJC Drums has made these drums, and we've also partnered with a company called Sweetwater, which is an amazing online way to purchase gear, and now you can purchase my gear at Sweetwater. Sweetwater's amazing. They've also been great partners and helped us out a lot, both Tyler and me together and separate, with gear and anything music. And now they carry my product, which is very cool. So what you can do is go to sweetwater.com and you can check out all the stuff that they have there that's Josh Dunn or 21 Pilots related, and buy a bunch of drum gear, because drums are sweet. Hello, my name's Josh Dunn. You might recognize me from things such as @JoshuaDunn on social media. And if you don't recognize me from there, then I don't know what you would recognize me from. But I do play in a band, I play the drums, and that's why I'm here to talk to you about drums. This new album is called Scaled and Icy, and I've worked with SJC Drums to design a lot of products that coincide with this album. One of these products is a practice pad. Now, I've said this before, but when I started playing drums, all I really had access to was drumsticks and a practice pad. The practice pad has become very important to me, even to this day, to be able to rehearse, learn things, especially in an environment where I can't just be playing drums really loud. It's a super helpful tool to continue getting better, and it's something that I love. There are two of them. First one looks like this. It's a colorful, beautiful design. It even has my name on it. But it's not very big, but the material feels great for hitting your sticks on there. There's also a reverse side. I don't know if this is intended to be hit, but I feel like it's a different material and could be helpful if you're trying to practice or learn. Second one, I haven't even gotten out of the box yet. So what I'm gonna do, here's the box. This is the back of it. That's me on the back of the box. So you'll get your very own box if you buy these practice pads. This is the front. Second practice pad is really cool. I'm gonna take it out of the box right now for the very first time. Wow. Boy, is she a beaut. This is Trash the Dragon. This is our album cover. So every time you practice playing along with our songs, you can be thinking about our album. These are the two pads that you can get. You can get them at sjc.com. And
and I love them. I hope you love them too. Hey, what's up? I'm Josh from 21 Pilots, and today I wanted to talk to you about a signature kit that's available to buy on sjcdrums.com, and it looks pretty much exactly like this. This kit is blue and pink. It was the exact kit that I used in the music video for Shy Away, and it's also a kit that I use every night on what we call Drum Island. So basically on Drum Island, what I use is the kick drum and a snare, which comes separate. Because people are holding it up, it's too heavy to put the toms, but it does come with the toms, so it'd be kick drum and 2 toms. And you can take the toms away if you want and put it on top of your friends and family and do a Drum Island of your very own. Or you can set it up in your bedroom or on stage with the toms as a full kit. I will tell you, it sounds very good. Here's a few details about the kit if you're trying to dive further in and get more details. All these are made in the US. This is an 18 by 22, 8-ply drum. These are SJC lugs. They've even got the pink tension rod washers, baby blue finish with the pink hoops. The toms, this is an 8 by 12, 6-ply tom. This is a 16 by 16, 6-ply tom. All the drums have the custom badge on there. The rack tom comes with this hanging mount, so you can hang it, which is what I do. And these as well have the pink tension rod washers, which I think is just a cool touch. They sound great, and I think they look great. And what else do you need to know? Go ahead and buy them. In addition to the custom kit that you can get, you can also customize your own snare to go with it, which I personally think is really cool. Ever since I was young, I feel like customizing something is just really fun. It's a way that you can take something and just make it unique to you and make it exactly how you want it. SJC is the best at customization. And so every time I talk with them and come up with an idea, we end up talking for multiple hours on just what the options can be, what it can look like, and it's really fun. So we've kind of taken a lot of those ideas and pared it down and minimalized it as much as possible so that you just have some options to choose from and you can make it your very own. So there are 4 different options for the snare. This would be the first one, this swirl design. Second one would be this print, which I think is really cool. Third option would be blue, just like that. Fourth option would be pink, just like that. In addition to that, once you choose which one you want, you can also choose what color tension rod washer you have. So for example, these ones are yellow, this one's pink, and you can really just kind of make that whatever you want. You can mix and match different colors, different things, different parts of the snare to really make it your own. And that's on the website, on the snare drum customizer. It's a lot of fun, it's really cool, you can make it your own, and I'd love to see what you come up with.
Snare drum is a little different from the rest of the, and if you can imagine, that gets really, really loud. And to eliminate bleed from one signal going into the wrong microphone, we put gates on the drums, and these gates are smooth white ambassador head. So yeah, the guys at Remo really put out a good product for us. We love having their stuff on our kit. I can't tell you how much I enjoy playing this kit. It sounds amazing every single night, and I look forward to you guys hearing it. So thank you guys.
Hey, what's up? I'm Josh Dunn, and today I'm playing the Zildjian Alchemy kit right in my living room. My first thought, sitting down at the Alchemy kit, what an important part of the drum set the cymbal is. And so when you can incorporate a cymbal that feels so close to the real thing, I think that just adds to the experience so much. It makes you feel like you're playing real drums. I think an E-kit is so valuable in so many different circumstances. I started playing when I was a teenager, and we had 6 people in my family, and I know that it was loud and annoying, so having something that's quiet but sounds good to you is a win-win. I think the idea of an E-vault where you can swap out cymbals just by dialing a knob is unbelievable. You know, as somebody who's been in the studio and, tracked a song and then realized, oh no, this cymbal sounds a lot better for this song, and then swap it out, re-record, it makes it that much easier, and you've got them all at your fingertips. The ability to customize so quickly and so freely and swap these things out, not only can it benefit the sound, but I think it can also benefit your creativity.